Hey guys, welcome back. I'd just like to show some stuff I've got recently. Got a great AOK from a good friend of mine in the mail the other day. And I have a few odds and ends, and I think I showed those too on the Graphic Man's channel the other night on the Fossil stream. And I found a nice little haul of gold keys and some Dells at a fairly local mini mall. So I'll be showing those too. But for right now, I just want to show the great AOK I got from my good friend Rob in Tennessee. You guys all know him as Tartanphantom in the comments on some of your videos. Just a really great dude and got an awesome collection. But I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and I said, well, you know, a lot of us are completists, and I've been trying to complete my run of Submariner for a while. Excuse me. And I just needed 6 issues. And he said, well, let me look. And I told him what issues I needed, and he's like, well, you know, I really don't like... I don't collect Submariner, or not really fond of the character whatever, and he actually had 2 of the issues that I needed. So he sent me those, great looking books in great condition. So thanks again, Rob. Really appreciate you, buddy. So one of the issues I needed was issue number 29 against Hercules. Great cover there. Great battle scene. And number 33. I think around this time, these like several issues, Marie Severin really did some fantastic art in these books. So I'm a big Marie Severin fan. Speaking of which, and I've probably shown this before, I think probably some of my friends have too. This is a great book from tomorrows.com. Marie Severin and all the stuff she did in her career. So it's if you're a fan of Marie Severin's art, great pickup. Okay, like I said, thank you again, Rob. Here's a few odds and ends I picked up from my comic shop maybe a couple of weeks back. Like I said, I showed these before on Graphic Man's channel, but if any of you remember back in the late 70s, they put out these Heroes World catalogs. And this, of course, all these had Joe Kubert covers, and a lot of the illustrations were done by Joe Kubert, but I mean, it had everything in there. It had Marvel and DC stuff, Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Micronauts, you know, all the Mego stuff. So it was a really cool little catalog to, to kind of sift through. This is actually number 1 from 1979. And, of course, you know, you try to find all this stuff now, you know, you got to look on eBay, and it's going to, you know, cost you a few house payments to collect all this stuff. But it's actually kind of cool to sift through and just kind of see, especially guys, you know, my age, kind of stuff that was out there then. And here's Heroes World Catalog number 2. More of the same. Great Joe Kubert cover on that. And like I say, a lot of the toys and collectibles, posters, prints, you know, just anything and everything, you know, connected to comic books and pop culture and sci-fi. You know, so it's a really kind of cool little time capsule from that time. Okay, these next 3, you know, anybody that follows the MLJ or Archie superhero characters knows they've been through a lot of iterations and reincarnations, and different companies have got the rights to do them. And I'm trying to like assemble all the ones that the Red Circle comic group came out with in the early 80s. There wasn't very many, but I'm trying to, and they're actually still pretty cheap, but it's got some good stories and some good art. Here's the Comet, number 2 from Red Circle. I think these are maybe around 83, but it's got some great art by Carmine Infantino and inks by Alex Nino, which I'm a big Nino fan. Well, I'm an Infantino fan too, but kind of, you know, a lot of stuff that like from him was like a lot of the 60s sci-fi stuff and The Flash, and you know, everything that Infantino did. So that's a really cool story. Here we have Black Hood number 1 with a cover by Alex Toth. So you can't go wrong there. I think they were probably like a couple $3 at the most, but really really cool cover. And here's Blue Ribbon Comics number 3, Startling Secret Origin of Steel Sterling. Really nice looking cover by Alan Weiss and Rudy Nebres. So got some good story and art in that. Okay, I got this today. Me and my wife kind of got out for a little excursion, and we finally hit the local Buc-ee's that they built not too long ago, and it was a crazy house. Cool place, but man, that place on the weekends, it is completely insane. So we went through, and I got some beef jerky, and I think she got some candy, and I think we got something for the grandkids. But yeah, and while we're out, we went to some mini malls and stuff like that. But usually you'll go to these places, and a lot of times you won't find a whole lot of good stuff. I mean, especially if you collect older, silver and Bronze Age stuff. And you see the usual stuff from the 90s on up. But I found one deal that had some boxes with a whole lot of gold key and some Dale stuff. And there was actually some old Bronze Age Archies, which I might try to go back and pick a few of those up. I still kind of get the itch to read an Archie once in a while, so good stuff. Found one Charlton. This is Beetle Bailey number 115. And all these books I'm going to show, they were all anywhere from like 99 cents to maybe $2.99 was like the highest one. And like a few of them are readers, but for most part, it's just kind of stuff you don't want to leave behind. You want to rescue them from the long box dungeons. And this is one of the readers. I think this was 99 cents, but it's Gold Key Spotlight number 8, featuring Dr. Spectre. And like I say, this one's a little chewed on, but for 99 cents, I'll get these all day long. Space Family Robinson, Lost in Space, number 43. And you gotta love these painted covers. Another reader copy, but for 99 cents. And this is a Whitman variant, Twilight Zone number 65. I don't know about anyone else, but when I saw a Whitman variant when I was a kid, I kind of turned my nose up at it. It's not really Gold Key, or it's not really Marvel, or not really DC, but I think it's kind of cool to search these out now and try to find all the Whitman variants. It's a cool cover. And we have Dr. Spectre Presents Spine Tingling Tales number 2. And I think this was actually reprinted from one of those Mystery Comics Digest that Gold Key did in the 70s. So this is probably better for me because I love those digests, but man, it is really hard to read them now. So this is kind of cool. Ripley's Believe It or Not, True Ghost Stories, number 93. Another cool painted cover. And I've told this story before, but when I was a kid, we had went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and they had the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and it's the first and only time that I ever saw a comic book vending machine. And it was in the Ripley's place, and it was all, Ripley's Believe It or Not comics, and I think I bought one or two. It's like you put your quarter in or whatever, and, you get a comic book. And I've even had trouble getting online and finding pictures of these things. But yeah, they did exist. Would love to have one, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And we have another Whitman variant, Condor Man, number 2, part 2 of the movie. I think this was from Disney. I had not seen this one before, so this is pretty cool. Got a photo cover. Conclusion of the explosive spy thriller. That's pretty neat. Another Ripley's Believe It or Not, number 71. I know a lot of the fossils like the Gold Key stuff, but I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Robert, Gold Key Geezer. He hadn't put up a video in a while, but really cool channel. I would advise any of you to go check it out. He's real knowledgeable. He's got like a little collage he's doing on his back wall of like some of the stuff he liked during his childhood. It's really neat, and he shows a lot of great stuff. So here's another Believe It or Not, number 90. And all these are, except for a few, were like in really, really nice shape. I was surprised they were as cheap as they were. And one of my favorite cartoons. This is a kind of a rough looking copy, but you know, for $1. It's Pink Panther #6. I've even got my grandkids liking Pink Panther now, so that's pretty cool. And here we have some Tarzan of the Apes, #186. This was probably a year or two before DC acquired the rights to the character. And the lone DC out of that bunch I found, I thought was pretty cool. Sugar and Spike, #95. I'd say it's probably one of the last issues because I don't think it went past 1971 or so. A Sheldon Mayer. Got some Dale action going on here. Buffalo Bill Jr. Nice photo cover. I've rebagged all these already, so these, I think just a couple of these. I didn't have any size, or I guess Dale size comic bags, so I had some Dale Mylars that I didn't use, so I thought I'd put it in this one. But this is, if you'll see right up here, it's number 673, which I thought was odd. I didn't think Buffalo Bill Jr. ran that many issues. But actually, it was Dale 4-color, and they just actually put the number on the outside for once, which was kind of odd to me. So some nice cowboy action. Shout out to buddy Charlton66, Steve, and Ranger Sly, and some of the other guys. I know they're big Western fans. Dr. Silver Age. And some more Lost in Space. Another great painted cover, number 18. Like I said, I had to slip this one in Mylar because I didn't have any bags or regular comic bags that size. So pretty. Well, those covers are great. I mean, I read the stories, but I would buy them just for the covers, you know. And who could forget Garrison's Gorillas? I'm sure I've seen some reruns of this, or maybe saw it when I was really, really young. This is number 3 from Dale. Here we got some sci-fi action in the Commandy vein. Mighty Samson, the Whitman variant, number 25. This is one I'm trying to complete. I'm not really sure how many. It's like this went into the late 20s or early 30s as far as issue numbers. I'm not really sure how many was in this run, but really cool. And some Boris Karloff. Boy, that's really getting into a country accent. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery. It's number 50. And last but not least, found an issue of Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom, number 24. Very cool cover. All right, guys, that's all I got for right now. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's a little wet and rainy here in southern Kentucky, but I think it's supposed to be warming up the next few days. So, and to all the mothers tomorrow, I'd like to go ahead and wish everyone's mother a happy Mother's Day, whether it be your mom or your wife or your daughter or whoever. So let's honor our mothers tomorrow. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Onward and upward.